It's 4 o'clock on this Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, November 13th, 2019. It is time now for the Peter Channel 4 o'clock news on this Wednesday afternoon, November 13th, 2019. Good afternoon and evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. It's 4 o'clock and it is 31 degrees in Norton, Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel 4 o'clock news is the most important moments of the first day of public impeachment hearings. Venice is not a disease as Mayor James Worth titled 50 years on climate change. Trump impeachment inquiry enters new phase where public hearings says. Massachusetts fired a lieutenant in Worcester. Jason Bernard was 24 hours away from going to Disney World with his family. But instead, he is dead after selflessly saving two firefighters from burning home. A messy Russian arms deal looms over Trump's meeting with Turkey's President Erdogan. This article blasts the shattering hundreds of records and causes deadly road conditions, and it's not over. Adam Schiff, Democrat staff, Devon on the President top Republican says. Drag queen sachets at the Trump impeachment hearings. School administrator in Boylan administration scandal pleads guilty. Greta Thunberg set sail from the U.S. aboard catamaran bound for Spain. Hong Kong violence versus students of police. Cities limited an abyss of terrorism, China's officials said. 2 people in China affected with plague, not disease tied to Black Death. Israel killed the Palestinian armed group commander. Nike's about to get pumped of his leave, analyst said. Elon Musk follows Tesla auto record dash cam feature when horn is honked. Truckers sue California says new economy would kill 70,000 jobs. Look at that closing stock. The Dow up 1.89 points at 27,793.38. SP 5 up 2.08 at 3093.32. And Nasdaq down 3.99 at 8482.10. NASA remains mysterious ultimate to the left. The Nazi controversy arises. Real King Kong member was related to the orangutan. First methane dioxide of impossible by signature gas is active way to Mars. And hidden state matter quirks that are beat up by ultra fast laser flashes. More people have survived location to the U.S. report finds. Early part of the flu season is not as scary as feared, but CDC urges vaccinations. CRISPR could stop the replication of the virus that caused illness, researchers said. The number of breeds, pet dogs, and cats in Britain has increased to the point that some veterinarians now need special equipment to hoist them on the exam table, a new survey says. U.S. Chancellor sales fight to Taiwan Strait. British court union voted to approve the postal strike in the mouth. Trump hosts Turkish leader Erdogan at White House for Bilateral Trumps. Tesla Motors will build a new battery factory in Germany, CEO Elon Musk said. Teenage environmental activists Greta Thunberg departed the United States Wednesday for climate change summit in the Spain on the solar panel and carried around avoid contributing to carbon emissions. South Korean University students who support the protesters in Hong Kong are reported the letters that signs being taken down. North Korea warned the United States one day against engaging in joint exercises with South Korea as a Pyongyang newspaper. Japan set a deadline in norms for U.S.-North Korea talks. Israel defense forces have founded the Gaza one day after markers launched with Israel killed 23 Palestinians. The House plans to vote next week on a resolution to keep the federal government funded for next weeks. Austin Burkhardt, Sterny Hoyer said Wednesday. Swarovski tops tree topper with 3M crystals in place by top Rockefeller tree. Ginsburg after the Supreme Court due to illness. The impeachment inquiry President Trump moved it open Wednesday with a public testimony from 2 top U.S. diplomats, William Taylor and George Kent, to offer a new details of the case. President Trump welcomes Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan to the White House Wednesday, and the two will hold public meeting to discuss military operations in Syria. Teenage environmental activist Greta Thunberg departed the United States Wednesday for a climate change summit in Spain aboard us. How apparently we're collaborating to avoid contributing to carbon emissions. U.S. Consumer Price Index indicating that measures what Americans pay for carbon products grew by 0.4% in October, the Labor Department said Wednesday. Nickelodeon will produce original animated films and series for new Netflix featuring new and existing characters. Atterbury, two area men are facing an assault charges, 7 to fight over sneakers on 40 days said. Mayor Thomas O'Ju will be an expert as a midnight Wednesday as the four-term top mayor was sworn by Tuesday by Governor Charlie Baker the interim to the Bristol Department of Family Court. House of Beliefs said from the creator of Rockland Skincare. Demolition makes way for new decade at Ingham. Peter Chill. News time is 4:05 on this Wednesday afternoon. Go to the Wednesday evening time for sports support. Boston Celtics taking out the Washington Wizards at the Garden. Our State defense chasing against 2 games suspension with a return against Penn State. Miami Dolphins Lions said the Rips and Colin Kaepernick workout. And the North Lancers will take on the Norwell Clippers 6 o'clock at Medway in the South Sectional Semis, and the winner will be Medway and Centuit. Peter Chill. News time is 4:06. Time now for Peter Chill. Try to get trends and check on this Wednesday evening. Baby! On the MBTA Franklin train, 7:49, 12:45 p.m. Substation Barton. Substation Army, 10 minutes basket due to delivery of the equipment. Fairmont train, 7:82, 3:35 p.m. from Greenville's Army, 5 minutes basket between Greenville Substation, Worcester train, 5:18, 1:55 p.m. from Worcester's Army, 35-40 minutes basket between Fairmont Substation due to mechanical issue. Franklin train, 7:08. Lowell train 328, 3:14 p.m. from Lowell's Department. Lowell's Army, 10 minutes basket between the Labor Outbound train. Lowell train 323, 3 p.m. from North Station Army, 10 minutes basket between Winchester Center and Lowell due to mechanical issue. Providence train 8:13, 1 to 43 p.m. Substation Army, 1 hour, 30 minutes late between Attleboro and Providence due to mechanical issue. Providence train 8:15, 2:30 p.m. from Substation Army, 35-45 minutes basket between Attleboro and Providence due to sensitive train due to mechanical issue. Providence train 8:24, 3:05 p.m. from Providence. Cancel today due to mechanical issue. The next amount of train will be train 8:26, 4:05 p.m. from Providence. And Providence train 8:26, 4:05 p.m. from Providence. Expected about Providence 50-25 minutes basket between with mechanical issue affected out by train 8:13. And the ferries they are looking good. Okay, look at the highways and byways. In Providence vicinity, 95, stop outside, so between protecting Providence, 95, both ends about between Crescent and Providence. Newport Bridge to the westbound side, a little bit slow, 146 stop, slow for Route 95 for Providence, 146 on the northbound side, also on 295 up in Lincoln, Rhode Island. Out of the Cape, Route 6 to the westbound side, so between Bristol and Dennis, 95, northbound, southbound side, stop and go between 128 Canton and Route 485 in Mansfield, 485 in the southbound side, so between Route 1 and 95 in Rentham area. 24, stop and go between 128 and Canton and Route 140 in Taunton. 3 on both ends back between the two split out of Weymouth, 120 on both ends is back 24 Canton Breakthrough split, and 128 southbound side, slow between. Route 2 in Lexington all the way on the Breakthrough split, 128 at the northbound side, so between Waltham down to 128, 95 area in Peabody, and stop and go between 128 between Essex and Danvers. Mass back both ends inspected between Loader Bananas, South Boston and Southern Expressway, southbound so between Boston and Braintree, northbound side so the gas tanks, Mass back eastbound so westbound so between Brighton, Austin all the way down to Native, and then Naples in between Route 9 and Fairbairn down to Westboro. 485 and the northbound side so between 128 Brooklyn down to Lowell. 93 northbound side so between Boston down to Methuen. And 485 in the southbound side, so between 93 out of Andover out of Littleton, Route 2 westbound, so between Devon down to Leominster, 190 southbound side, so Sterling Stretch, 290 westbound, so between 190 to Route 9 to Worcester. And the back, slow around 290 in Auburn. Peter Chill News time, 409. Time now for our weather report. Increased skies, low about 14 degrees. We'll lighten off wind for the night. It'll be Thursday, it'll be slight to showers at 3 p.m. Mostly skies for 40 degrees. Light for wind, chest pitch to 8%. Thursday night, a slight to showers before 3 p.m. Mostly skies for 31 degrees. Covered chest pitch to 8%. Friday, most skies but 50 degrees. At a common temperature westbound 5 to 7 miles in the morning. Friday night. Partly clouds got about 22 degrees. Light northwest wind to northward 5 to 10 miles an hour. West gust size 23 miles an hour for Saturday. Sunny skies about 35 about 22 degrees. Northward about 7 to 10 miles an hour. Gust size 23 miles an hour for Sunday. Mostly clouds got 42 degrees. Northeast at about 6 to 10 miles an hour. Gust size 20 miles an hour. Sunday night. Jet rain after 8 p.m. Most clouds got about 34 degrees. Northeast about 10 miles an hour. Gust size 23 miles an hour. Chance of 40% for Monday. Jet rain clouds got 45 degrees. North from 8 to 11 miles an hour. Gust size 23 miles an hour. Chance of 40%. Monday night, clouds got 32 degrees, north for about 6 miles an hour. Coming in the night for Tuesday, jet rain, mostly clouds with 48 about 36 degrees, light off wind, just pitching 30%. And for Wednesday, most clouds with 49 degrees, north for about 6 to 8 miles an hour. Gust size 20 miles an hour. Right now, in Topnet's fair 31 and Topnet's fair 31. That's going to be it for the Peter until 4 o'clock news on this Wednesday, November 13th, 2019. Peter Whistle, be have a good evening. Goodbye, see you at 11 o'clock for late hour. Be have a good evening.